the Juggi Jhopadi areas, the unregularized colonies, which don't have basic necessities, had hoped that the Aam Aadmi Party will regularize them, will provide them with clean water, sewage, all these things, sewer lines, all that. Not happened. Now, most of them are either Muslim or Dalit background areas in the Juggi Jhopadi areas. Many of them, I think a certain very heavy percentage. Muslims don't vote for your party by and large. How can you convince them? It's still not happened. It's 11 years since you were in power at the center. It's not been in Delhi. Can you come to power in any state without the Muslims voting for you? As a state election, not the central election.
I think you've asked a very important question, and I think it's worth looking at the Modi government's track record. So over these nearly 11 years, literally hundreds of billions of dollars in lakhs of crores of rupees have been spent all across the country on different government schemes, government yojanas, whether it is Har Ghar Nal Se Jal, that is piped water to every household, which was a dream for decades. I can give you many other schemes, Ujjwala scheme. I can talk about Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana, which is the world's largest food aid scheme to 800 million people.
Awas.
We are proud of Awas, exactly. More than 35 million houses built for the underprivileged. Now, we are very proud of one track record. You cannot point to a single example of discrimination. The Modi government, and we have double-engine governments in so many states, there is not a single case of discrimination that somebody has been discriminated on the basis of religion or for any other reason. So, we do not connect our governance to our appeal for votes. Okay? But the fact is, in seeking votes, we seek the blessings of all sections of society. Now, the point that you made is actually quite a bitter truth. That the Apda, and I keep referring to them as Apda, because they are not
I didn't correct you, there's no point.
They are not the common man's representatives at all. They are a disaster which has been foisted on Delhi, which people are dying to remove. Now, you're right, the Apda pandered to these votes. They had a vote bank approach. They pandered to them and they've cheated them. They think they can just buy the votes and they don't have to do any work. And I'll talk a little bit more about how cynical they are. The more facts and data that come out, the more people get sickened with how cynical they are. Tens of thousands of crores of rupees of Modi government money are on offer, which they are simply not availing, despite strictures from courts, because they think it will give more popularity to Prime Minister Modi, who's already the world's most popular leader. So what has happened is, because of this vote bank approach, ask the auto rickshaw drivers what all they have been promised. Ask the Purvanchali population who revere water bodies like the Yamuna for their Chhat pujas. This Apda former chief minister, who has been promising every year to clean up the Yamuna and take a dip in it to prove it, has been avoiding it year after year after. Last time around he said don't vote for him if he didn't clean the Yamuna. Well, he hasn't cleaned the Yamuna and they are not voting for him. So the point I would like to make is, let's separate governance from the appeal for votes. But in our appeal for votes, again, the approach is the same, that we are reaching out to everybody. Our governance track record is Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Prayas.
Do subscribe to the ANI Clips channel to get shorter versions of this podcast. Click here to watch the full episode.